148.G says I can.
You have to have press passes. Where's your press pass?
Can you fucking stop getting your finger in my face?
Show me your press pass. Show me your press pass.
Motherfucker, would you do that to me without your fucking gun? No.
Yes, I would.
No, you wouldn't.
Okay. What's your name, partner?
Am I being detained right now? I mean, unless the Secretary of State wants you trespass, that's why I'm trying to get your name. Okay, what statute would that be trespassing under?
Right to ask for anyone's ID I come in contact with.
You can ask anything.
Okay. Can you step out of the car for me?
For what?
You're not going to be placed in handcuffs, but you are being detained.
For what?
I would feel more comfortable if you stepped out of the car.
You don't have to tell me what to do.
I'm not telling you what to do. I'm saying if you don't want to be on camera, you should go back inside.
You don't have any permission to be recording in here.
You're not understanding. I don't need permission.
At Stockton-Port, California, a routine First Amendment audit quickly escalated into a shocking showdown. Two journalists filming oil terminals from a public sidewalk were confronted by an aggressive port police officer demanding ID and press. Credentials. When they refused, citing California law, he snapped. The officer got in their faces, allegedly spat while yelling, and even threatened to remove his gun and fight.
Hello.
Good, how you doing?
Are you videotaping for a reason?
Yeah. Just do the story.
You know that we don't allow videotaping on the court, right? Or photography on the court.
As long as we're on the public.
You have to get permission from the
Excuse me, sir. Excuse me. You're live on the internet, and don't come in with your barking orders. We know what we're doing. We're press. We know what we're allowed to be. We're on the public access. We're not crossing. Excuse me. Yes, it's the First Amendment.
Let me see your press.
We don't need a press pass. You're not going to see nothing from me. You're not going to see nothing.
All right. Here's what I'm going to do. Okay.
Do what you want to do.
Call for another unit.
Okay. Okay.
And then
148.G, California Penal Code 148.G. Okay.
Yes.
First Amendment. You are about to.
It does not allow
you don't get to yell at me.
It does not.
No, you don't get to yell at me.
You don't get to talk over me.
Why? You work for me.
I am explaining it to you.
I work for you. You don't work for me, right? You work for me.
I don't work for you.
You work for me,
no,
sir.
I work for the port, sir.
Exactly.
That's right. And because this is port property, you are not allowed to take photographs
on port property. This is public property, sir.
This is port property, sir.
Sir, anybody can drive up and down this, sir. You have to allow access, okay? This is a bicycle lane.
Property.
You can do what you're going to do, but you're going to get in a lot of trouble. I would call your supervisor.
Okay. You can call the director for all I care. Okay?
You're live on the internet.
I know that.
Okay, so.
I know that, but you're wrong.
You're infringing on my civil rights, okay?
Okay.
Then prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. Arrest me and get a lawsuit.
This is private property.
No, it's not. This is the port that belongs to the people. What are you talking about? You see this, guys?
44. Can I get a supervisor, please?
Come and yell at the people that you work for, sir? Shame on you. Who do you work for, sir?
I work for the port director.
Hey, where do you get your money from?
I get my money from the port
director. You guys call the port. You're going to get a bunch of phone calls. You're going to be put in your place today about...
Hey, guess what? I work for the port director.
You're not going to infringe on my rights today, sir. Yes, I don't know who you think you are.
You know what?
Say yes.
Do you have port credentials?
We don't need them. We have the First Amendment.
If you're
get your finger out of my face.
If you're a port...
Get your finger out.
If you say that you're a press man,
get your finger out of my face.
You have to have port credentials.
Get your finger, and you're spitting on me now. Get your way from me.
So I'm telling you,
we're gonna walk like we were walking, and you're gonna leave us alone, sir. Thank you.
You can keep walking.
Yeah, that's right. You're not gonna detain us. That's right. We're free to stay too.
No, you're not.
Yes, we are.
You're free.
If we're free to go, we're free to stay. You're gonna learn a big lesson today, sir, about the First Amendment, who you work for, and 148.G. 148.G says I can.
You have to have press passes. Where's your press pass?
Can you fucking stop getting your finger in my face?
Show me your press pass. Show me your press pass.
Motherfucker, would you do that to me without your fucking gun? No.
Yes, I would.
No, you wouldn't. Look at this guy. Look at this guy.
Hold on.
You're gonna lose your job. You're gonna lose your job over this stupidity. Look at this guy. Stay away from me. Stay away. No, I'm gonna tell you. Fuck you.
Okay.
And fuck off.
Go ahead. Stay right here.
No.
Go ahead and stay right here. Go ahead and videotape this.
Look at this.
In a few minutes, I'm gonna arrest you for 148.
Really?
Delay and
148.G?
resisting a peace officer in the performance of his duties.
Really?
Yes, I
What
will.
law are you enforcing?
I am enforcing the
Hey,
ports.
somebody call Felipe
Ports
Hemming.
municipal
You're going to get a call
code,
right now.
Okay? So you can leave anytime you want.
We can
Show
go.
me your press pass.
I'm going to show you shit.
You don't have press pass.
Arrest
you don't,
me. Arrest me.
Then we will.
Arrest
when
me.
my supervisor
Arrest
gets
me.
here.
You're going to learn
Guess
a big
what?
lesson.
You will learn a lesson.
I get to fucking travel free in my country without any motherfucker coming up to me telling me that I got to
show me your press pass if you're saying you're a press man. If you're not a press
Arrest
man,
me
you have
or shut
press
up.
credentials.
No. I'm not going to do shit. I'm going to keep being free just like I was.
Okay.
So, and look at this guy. And Miss California Transparency, look at it. You're gonna get a demotion. You're gonna get a talking to about the way you treat people in public.
Okay.
You're not Jackie Chan, okay? This guy's all in my face because we're walking down the street and we're taking pictures on the public access right here, not crossing no boundaries. And this guy's gonna pull up like he owns me. I'm 52
Where's
years
your
old.
press pass?
I ain't gotta show you no press pass.
Then you're not the press.
Really?
Yes.
What's free press? Dumbass. What's
You
free
have to
press?
have a press pass.
What's free press?
Press has to have a press
Citizen
pass.
press.
You have to have a press by a
Look at
city
this guy.
or municipality. Otherwise, you're not a press man. Okay?
Look at you got 600 people laughing at you.
Okay, go ahead. Laugh all you want.
The First
You're still
Amendment.
wrong.
The First Amendment lets me allowed to record anything. I am free press. I
You
don't
can
need
do
a press
whatever you
pass.
want.
Okay.
Okay?
You getting in my face is very rude. I never got in your face.
I'm telling you, you need to
Look
leave.
at you're gonna be. No, I'm not gonna leave.
Okay?
Your supervisor is right here. Sergeant, can you get this man out of my face?
Saying that
You're gonna get a demotion. You see this? He was gonna take off his gun and fight me. I got it all on video.
all right, sir. So,
Yeah, we're just protecting our First Amendment, walking down the street, taking pictures. He pulls up and starts. She has the videos. What happened?
okay, no, I'm talking to you. Go ahead.
But I don't need to talk. We're just gonna keep walking like we were and being free, man. We're exercising our First Amendment. No, I don't.
Okay.
I don't.
Well, the thing is...
The thing is, sir, that no, you can't turn a First Amendment protected activity to you trying to ID me, sir.
Okay.
That's not the way 148.G works, sir.
Okay, hold
California Penal Code. I'm allowed to practice my First Amendment without having to show you, unless you can articulate a crime that I've committed. I am not going to give you ID, sir. I am not committed no crime. So if I was you, can you stop impeding my way? I'm going to keep going and being free and taking
I
pictures.
thought you called me out here to
I didn't call you. He called you.
Okay.
So I'm done, sir. You have a good day. I didn't mean to call you. I didn't call you, sir. I didn't need no assistance. We were walking on our way, sir.
Okay.
I don't want to talk no more, but that's the way it was, sir.
Okay. The thing is, sir...
Sir, I'm just being free. And he came up and spitting in my face, sir.
No.
How am I? No, wait, no, listen.
Can I talk to you?
No, because I don't work for you. You work for me, sir. I don't have to listen to you. You have to listen to me.
Okay.
I am one of your constituents. And you need to get your little freaking bulldog off me because he was spitting.
He's not anywhere near you.
He took off his gun live on the internet
Okay,
and was going to fight me. Can you
let's
please
talk.
make contact because I'm fearing for my life right now. Can you please stay away from me? Thank you.
Sir.
I already asked your request, sir. Illegal,
No,
okay?
let me talk to you first.
No, I don't need to talk, sir.
Okay, we'll walk and talk.
I don't need to
Okay.
walk. I'm already upset because this guy's in my
Well,
face.
I'm just walking and talking.
I don't need to talk to you. How rude do you have to be, sir?
I'm not being rude.
I don't want to talk to you. I want to
not
break
being
off
rude.
contact, sir.
Sir,
No, I don't want to talk to
I
you,
think
sir.
what I'm trying to explain to you is...
I don't want to explain. I know what my freedoms are. I don't need to be told. It doesn't matter. Their feelings, their policies do not trump my First Amendment, sir. So just please stop trying to explain it away and just go away and leave. Let us be free, please. That's all I want. And you'll do your department well, making up for his behavior, which I'm sure you're already getting phone calls for because you're live on the internet. You got 766 people watching you. And I'd appreciate if you just leave us alone and let us be free, sir.
What I'm trying to explain
I don't need no explanation.
There's a lot of volatile...
It doesn't matter. We are free to anything that I can see with my eyes. The First Amendment lets me record it, sir. If they put up a wall, then we won't be able to record it. That's the way the law works. So,
Okay. You're free to continue walking on the public roadway.
that's what we were doing. He's the one that stopped us.
Okay.
So I don't need directives, sir. Thank you. You have a good day.
An auditor walks into a public DMV to film and peacefully exercise his First Amendment rights. Officers confront him, insisting he can't record and demand ID, even though no crime has been committed. The auditor remains calm and asserts his rights requesting case law and refusing to leave unless cited or arrested.
Can I help you with anything?
No, I don't need any help today. Thanks, sir.
Okay. You have any SOS related business I can help you with at all?
No.
No? Okay. Can I ask you to turn the video off inside the facility?
Yeah, you can ask, and I'm going to respectfully decline.
All right. Well, I had to ask.
Yeah, sure. No, I appreciate that.
All right, so I'm sure you know the process, right? Because you've done this before.
What's the process?
Well, I gotta notify the police department that you're in here.
Sure.
I'll just let you know. That
Yeah.
way you're not
I appreciate you being respectful, but, and respectfully back, we do have the right, this being a state-funded facility and a public lobby.
Yeah. I've looked
So-
into it, and I've gotta do that, so just let you know.
I understand your guys' policies. We're just exercising constitutional rights is all.
Sure.
Going, sir?
I'm doing good, how are you?
Not too bad.
You mind if I start with your name and badge number?
Yep, Officer McMean, and 214 is my badge number.
Can you say your last name? I don't want to.
McMean.
McMean?
Yep.
And what was the number again?
214.
214?
Yep,
Appreciate
you want to go
that.
outside and we'll talk real quick and we'll figure out what's going on?
Respectfully, am I being ordered to go outside?
Yeah, we're going to go outside real quick.
So I'm being detained right now?
Just until we figure out what they want done.
What do you mean by what they want done?
What'd you come in recording for?
Because it's a constitutional right.
Doing anything other than that, or?
Yeah, I'm going to file a FOIA request before I leave.
Yeah, more than welcome to, man.
Yeah, appreciate that.
No problem. You want to head outside and we'll talk, though?
If I'm not being ordered to go outside, I'd rather not because I do have the right to be in here. So unless I'm under the threat of arrest.
Title will be 4 to 6 weeks, and probably some.
Just going to read that on your way in, man?
How we doing?
I'm doing good. How are you? Mind if I get your name and badge number?
Yeah, my name's Investigator Ryan Metter with the Illinois Secretary of State Police.
Yes, sir.
Are you a First Amendment auditor? Is that what you're doing?
I'm just a citizen exercising constitutional rights today.
Sure. So, as you know, there's a sign there that says notice recording or photography of any type is not allowed.
Okay.
Yep. So can't have you videotaping inside the facility. And there's that. States case law favors. State of Illinois has to not allow the recording or photography of any type in Secretary of State facilities. All inquiries should be directed to the Secretary of State Office of the General Counsel, 217-785-3094, and ask for Pamela.
Do you have any case law attached with this that you'd be willing to provide me, or?
Contact the General Counsel, and they'll be able to give it to you. So, do you have
Sure.
your ID on you?
No, I don't actually.
Okay. What's your name? Pardon?
Am I being detained right now?
I mean, unless the Secretary of State wants you trespass, that's why I'm trying to get your name.
Okay. What statute would that be trespassing under? State-supported land?
Well, you disregarded a sign that says recording of any type is not allowed, so you violated that sign.
So you are suspecting me of trespassing?
I'm saying if we want to trespass you, I would need your name. So
I am being trespassed?
As of right now, you're not being trespassed.
Okay. So as of right now, I'm not under suspicion of a crime.
Okay, here's the thing though. If you show back up and you cause issues, then we'll have your name.
Nobody even asked me to leave.
Okay. Well, they're asking you to leave.
Okay. Well, respectfully, I'm going to decline.
So now you are trespassing.
Okay.
So what is your name?
Would you mind, before we move any more forward, because I'm gonna do you a favor.
Yeah.
Okay, before anybody loses qualified immunity, look up the statute that you're willing to trespass me under and cite that. I promise you it.
Okay. Are you refusing to leave the property?
Will I be arrested if I don't leave?
You'll be cited. Yeah.
I'll be cited with what citing?
Criminal trespass to property. Actually, it's criminal trespass to state-supported property because you're refusing.
Look that statute up, and it will be in plain text why I am not in violation of that statute. I've just been through this. I'm doing you a favor, Metter, Officer Metter.
Yeah, we got the name right. Yep.
And
most people mispronounce it. So
well, you gave it to me first, and I appreciate that. Obviously, in the heat of the moment, that not very confrontational at all. I'm not looking for a confrontation, but I'm not looking to have my rights stepped on.
I understand. I respect that. I respect your, I appreciate that and everything. And like I said, I'm just telling you that, that's why I gave you that piece of paper, okay? And here's the thing. I'm not looking at writing you a ticket.
Right.
I'm not wanting to go down that. I'm just wanting you to respect your rights.
So
like
the summons, the summons for the ticket, would that go to the municipal court in Salem?
It would go to the Marion County Courthouse.
Okay.
Yes,
I'm going to do you one last favor here.
I'm not telling you I'm trespassing you, but I would like your name for my case.
Yeah, and I understand how that goes, but no matter what, I'm not going to give it. I'm going to do one last favor for everybody here. Call Tim Hudspeth. You're going to do yourself a very big favor with your career, and I'm not trying to be a dick. Yeah. I know it sounds very pretentious me saying that. Call Tim Hudspeth right now, and I promise you he will tell you I'm fine to do what I'm doing. That's the bottom line. Okay? If I refuse to leave, well, I'm going to go back inside.
And now he's stating he's going to go back inside.
Absolutely. I have the right to. I came out here on my own free will, not because I was being detained. Just do me a favor.
You're allowed to stay outside, but you can't record inside.
Oh, I'm allowed to be inside also.
Okay, he's arguing that he is.
17 is the house, 1512.
I promise you, I told these guys, call Tim Hudspeth. It's going to save you guys from having to lose your qualified immunity over this. This is clearly established. The prosecutor of Salem, of Marion County, knows exactly what I'm doing, and he will tell you.
Here's the deal.
You do yourself a favor and speak with him.
I told you my first name. Can I at least get your first name? So I'm not saying sir.
Respectfully, I'm not going to. You can just call me sir. I appreciate that.
Okay, sir. You're not allowed on the property. You're not allowed inside. Okay, you're trespassed. Okay, so you're not allowed.
By who?
The Illinois Secretary of State.
So you're
hereby trespassed.
So you're not going to call Tim Hudspeth?
As a state officer, right now, I'm trespassing you from the property. Whether or not you have a right to be somewhere, the people who have this property have a right to trespass you.
Well, it's public property.
Yeah, but we can trespass you from this property, okay, because it's state property.
So you're just going to not even do yourself the favor and call Tim Hudspeth?
I called my sergeant. That's all I need to call.
But the prosecuting attorney of this county, you're not willing to count?
State policy dictates exactly what I gave you.
Well, respectfully, I'm trying to help you here, right? Because I'm not. You're misinformed.
I'm sorry you feel that way.
You don't even do yourself the favor of calling him, though. Like I'm obviously.
My sergeant. That's all I need to call. And I provided you documentation from our legal counsel as far as a.
Would either one of you be willing to call Tim Hudspeth?
This is Secretary of State property. Secretary of State is.
And I just read you the statute that he was trying to cite me with. And
I just told you.
So nobody's willing to even save yourselves the qualified immunity.
From what I'm gathering, we're kind of at an impasse, right?
Well, yeah, because I'm exercising rights and you're violating rights. That's the impasse.
I'm sorry you feel that way. So right now, you are on state property, okay? So, and I am asking you to leave. If you fail to leave, then you will be charged for criminal trespass.
It's not criminal trespass. I just read him the statute. He's not willing to listen. I will read you the statute if you want.
Because you're refusing. Because we gave you the opportunity to leave, and now you're not doing it.
I don't need. You should give me the opportunity to exercise my constitutional rights by recording in a public space, respectfully. If that's causing an issue to you, I'm sorry that you feel that way. That's not very American, nor is it very oath that you honored to uphold to the Constitution of you. You all swore an oath to uphold the Constitution, and nobody here, 25% of us that were standing here care about that. You guys realize that? That's me. You don't care, and you don't care, because nobody has given themselves the due diligence of calling Tim Hudspeth and confirming this. I promise you. It's going to look really bad. This stuff gets posted online, you know. Obviously, it gets posted online. You guys know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing, and you guys aren't willing to save yourselves that you swore to uphold? That's sad. That's honestly kind of pathetic, guys. You can't convert a constitutionally protected activity into a crime. So, I'm not trespassing. I'm not refusing to identify. I'm not failing to leave. I'm none of them things. I'm a free man. So, am I still being detained?
Be speak with Officer Maverick, SOS Police. He'll be right back out.
Are you guys leaving? Okay, I just want to make sure because, you know.
Okay, there's the Secretary of State officer right there. Okay. Yep. I'd be the one to go to.
I just happen to walk up
Yep,
here.
all good.
Hey Tim, Trent Swagler. Have you got just a minute?
Yeah.
All right, I got a question for you. We are here with the guy at the DMV in Salem. He was inside filming. They asked him to leave. He wouldn't leave, so they called us. We came and asked him to leave, and he's doing his First Amendment audit. He's refusing to identify himself. I guess he says that he was dealing with this in Centralia a couple of weeks ago, and they spoke with you, and I'm just wondering, is this something, can we trespass him from here? They want him trespassed. Is any of this...
No, I don't think you can. It's a public building. It's in a public area. There's not... I mean, you're allowed to go in and video. There's no expectation of privacy. I did talk to Reitner about it.
Okay.
A couple weeks ago, he was at the public aid office South Locust, I think.
Right.
And had the same issue. He's in the front, the normal customer area.
Yeah.
But yeah, the First Amendment audit, yes, I think he's legal.
Okay.
If he's not otherwise disturbing the peace, breaking the law, I mean, just being there with the camera, that in itself is not a crime.
Okay. Well, that's what I needed to know. I'll go ahead and advise them, and I'll advise them inside that's what we were told, and so.
Okay.
All right. Well, thanks. I appreciate it.
Okay, you're welcome.
All right. See ya.
Bye.
State's Attorney, Tim Hudson. He advised me that's a public place. You can be in here. We cannot trespass you.
Thank you.
So,
Swagler?
with that being
Detective
said,
Swagler?
Detective Swagler.
Appreciate it. It took long enough, but
Salem Police Department, we're
you're
going
out.
to be on our way.
Yeah, you're not going to enforce. So,
Let me speak with you for just a minute.
you guys' body cam's not muted, right?
My body cam is on.
Not muted?
Not muted, no sir.
Appreciate that, sir.
I spoke with Tim, and he advised that public place, no expectation of privacy, and he said that you can't arrest him for trespass. So he said just he has the right to be here and doing what he's doing as long as he's in the public area.
But he can't record inside the building.
He said
we don't have an issue. Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't have any issue with the body cam or with the camcorder.
We had this issue before at Mesquita earlier today.
I got you.
And he was trespassed from all Secretary of State facilities.
Well, this is what Tim told us, so as far as that, we're going to step out of this. So,
okay.
And if you want to advise them inside, or you want me to go inside and tell them that that's what we were told? Or...
You can go inside and tell them that. I've got to make a phone call.
Okay.
In a Nashville TN parking lot, a woman conducting a First Amendment audit is confronted by police. She calmly refuses to identify herself, asserting her rights, despite the officer's insistence and reasonable suspicion based on her car's unusual presence. A male companion validates their legitimate activity, yet officers persist in demanding her ID, leading to a tense legal debate.
Hello, ma'am.
Hello.
I'm Officer Leonard Metro. We're just wondering what you were doing here.
I don't answer questions.
Okay, why not?
I have a right not to.
Okay, well look,
Amendment.
You do. Let me explain a few things, okay? I'm a police officer.
All right.
Okay. This is my area, this is my zone. I'm here all the time.
Yeah,
okay?
Hermitage.
Yes. And I'm here in this particular parking lot quite often, and I just don't usually see a Jeep here. And I was just wondering what you're doing, because it's weird to me there's a Jeep here that's usually not here. That's why I'm making contact with you.
I'm not.
If you're not doing anything wrong, we got nothing to worry about.
I'm not obligated to help you with your investigation.
You are obligated to talk to me as a police officer. Okay? I have the right to ask you simple questions.
Yes,
such as,
you do.
What are you doing here?
I have a right to refuse to answer them.
Okay.
Thank you.
Then I have a right to ask for your ID.
For what reason?
Because you're refusing to cooperate with me.
So you want to do something punitive to me?
Nope.
You want to punish me?
I just want to figure out who you are.
On video,
I
right?
didn't.
You just told me that.
Nope.
You said because I didn't want to do what you wanted, that's you were going to punish me.
I did not. Those are your words, not mine.
That's exactly what happened.
You know, this goes a lot easier if we just are nice with each other.
It would be. Why don't you leave me alone? I'm not doing anything wrong.
So then tell me what you are doing here.
It's none of your business.
Do you work
here? It really
here?
is not. Any of
Do you
your
have anything
business.
to do with this building?
I'm not breaking a law.
Okay.
Now, you can do your investigation, but I'm not going to aid you in it. Period.
Okay.
Thank you.
Well, you do understand that because you're here, I have no idea who you are and why you're here.
You don't need to.
I have the right to detain you.
I'm on private property. Well, detained is the same as arrested, so what am I arrested for?
It's not the same. Detained just means you can't leave.
Basically,
nope.
It is.
You don't go in handcuffs and you're detained.
What am I detained for? What crime?
Because you're refusing to cooperate with me right now, and you have.
I don't have to. I don't have to communicate with you. I don't have to cooperate with you.
Man, just tell me what you're doing here.
It's none of your business.
That's all this is about.
It's none of your business.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, then let me see your driver's license.
For what cause?
Because I don't.
Because you don't. I don't answer your questions.
Because I have a reason.
So you want my driver's license?
I have a reason to believe that you are here. You're not supposed to be here.
What?
That is what's called reasonable suspicion.
What's the reason?
Because
I'm in a parking lot.
Yes.
So
and you are normally not
go
here.
in any private parking lot and harass people.
That's not what I'm doing.
That's exactly what you're doing.
Those are your words,
and
not
you're
mine.
pouting because you're not getting your way.
I'm not pouting.
So you're going for my ID like a pussy.
I have a right to ask for anyone's ID I come in contact with.
You can ask anything.
Okay. Can you step out of the car for me?
For what?
You're not going to be placed in handcuffs, but you are being detained.
For what?
I would feel more comfortable if you stepped out of the car. Okay?
For what?
Step out of the car.
You're not going to arrest me, so
I'm
why
not
do I
going to
need
arrest
to get out of the car?
I need you to get out of the car.
For what reason?
So we can have a conversation.
Please get your supervisor.
We need to have a conversation.
We need to talk to your supervisor.
And we can make that happen.
Get your supervisor. Please call your supervisor.
I will do that once you hand me your ID. I'll make that deal with you.
Please call your supervisor.
Ma'am, I need to know who you are.
Please call your supervisor.
Is this person here related with you? Why are you being so difficult with me?
It's not difficult. I'm not obligated to do your investigation. I don't care about your investigation. I'm sitting here trying to be in a parking lot, and you're fucking with me.
I'm not. Have I told you anything wrong? Have I told you anything bad? Have I said anything? Everything that's bad has happened from your words, not mine. Hey, Moss. Is he with her?
Yeah.
Hey, sir. I'm Officer Leonard. Me and my partner were in body cameras. Look, she's being extremely difficult with me. I'm just trying to have a conversation with her, okay?
I can't help it.
Look, let me just tell you why we're here. This is my area, okay? There's usually not a car parked here, and I just wanted to speak with her and figure out what she was here, why she's here. That's all it's about.
Okay.
And she's refusing to answer my questions.
I'm here every night, midnight at 1 o'clock.
Okay, do you clean the building?
No, I'm here to pick this shit up and this right here and carry it to Knoxville.
Okay.
Every night. Been doing this for 5 years.
Okay. Do you guys look? I have no reason to believe that you're not telling me the truth. Okay. All I need.
I promise you, I just unlocked that door with this key.
You have a key for the building?
Yeah.
Perfect.
I just went in and got my shit.
Okay.
This is my job.
Okay. And again,
some people have a job.
Thank you. I believe you. I do too. Now, understand from my point of view, just being the zone officer, I'm here all the time. I normally don't see a car parked here. It was just a little bit weird. That's called what we call reasonable suspicion in my job, okay? When I have that, I have the right to talk to people, ask a couple questions, figure out what's going on, and as long as everything checks out, we all go on our way. That's all this is.
We don't have to answer a single
You
question
do.
that you
You are
ask.
wrong.
No, we don't have to answer your questions.
You do.
No.
As a police officer, I have that authority.
You can ask me anything you want, but I'm not obliged to tell you anything.
Okay. Do you have your ID on you? Can I please have it? Okay, sir, do you know who she is? Is she with you?
Please do
Okay,
not.
I'm gonna hang on to this until I get hers. So the sooner she gives me her ID, the sooner we can all be on our way.
I ain't done nothing.
What's your suspicion now? So he's explained everything to you, so what are your suspicions about me?
As a police officer, when I'm on a call and I have reasonable suspicion, I have the right to ID everyone I'm talking to.
I don't have to ID
Let me explain everything and stop interrupting me.
Unless you charge me with a separate crime, you cannot get me for failure to ID because it's none of your business.
The longer you interrupt me, the longer we're going to be here. All right?
Don't talk to me like I'm a child.
Well, then don't act like one.
I'm not.
Here we go. Again, ready? I have his ID. Because I have reasonable suspicion to talk to you, I need your ID. The sooner you give it to me, the sooner we can all be on our way. That's all this is.
Call your supervisor.
Okay, give me your ID and I will.
Can you call your supervisor, please? What's your name, badge number of employee?
This is Officer Moss. He's training.
Asking him.
He is training.
Thank you.
Officer Moss, 40111.
Thank you.
Are you
Can
guys
you
sovereign
please call your
citizens or something?
supervisor?
Is that what this is?
Not
Sovereign
not,
citizens.
Not bowing to
Is
your
that what
will
this is?
does not make somebody a sovereign citizen.
Okay. And I believe you. Do you know why she's being so difficult with me?
I have no idea.
Okay, all I need is her ID.
Okay.
That's
None
it.
of your business.
Ma'am, what's your ID? Where is it? Okay. 17, Charles. Can you start me one more car? 28 Tennessee Tag Boy, Nora Queen, 7683. Tell me who that comes back to. Sir, look, I'm being reasonable here. I'm not trying to get anybody hemmed up for anything. I just need to get her ID. That's all it is. That's all it is. You've been cooperative. I appreciate that. Coach who's fine. He's got a lady who's maybe a sovereign citizen over here.
What's your definition of a sovereign citizen?
Sovereign citizen is someone who just doesn't cooperate with police. They don't think they have to. They
Okay.
think rules and laws don't apply to them.
They do. I don't know why you think I'm a sovereign citizen.
Okay, look. Can you give me your ID?
No.
Why not?
It's none of your business.
It is my business.
It's an overreach.
It's not
of
an
your
overreach.
Power when you don't have any suspicion that I've committed a crime. This has
Go ahead.
become 100% your ego.
It's not.
This is all your ego.
Can you verify that? Ma'am, you understand that it's my policy of my department to identify anybody I come in
I don't care
contact
about
with.
policy. I care about law.
So the policy follows law,
I don't have to abide by your department's policies. I
which
go by
follows
law.
the state
I
laws.
go by the law.
Okay.
And the law is I don't have to ID to you. Your policy doesn't mean shit to me.
Ma'am, you do understand that if you refuse to ID yourself, I have to take you to jail.
If you want to arrest me for a separate crime, you can arrest me that as a secondary charge. But it's not a charge in itself.
There's no charge initially. We're just having an encounter with you just to see what's
Right.
going on. And if you would just give me your ID, I could ID you and
Did you
get
call
you
your
out of here.
supervisor?
Not yet, because you haven't given me your ID.
I have asked over and over for a supervisor.
You've asked me twice.
That's what they're for.
You've asked me twice.
I asked you too. Will you call a supervisor?
We'll call one in just a minute, okay?
We'll call one in just a second.
So we've got her ID'd. Call Sarge back.
For no reason.
Yeah, but she's still refusing to give me her ID, which is still a chargeable offense. Hey, real quick, I've got her ID'd. I found her through TLO. Wait, sorry. Hello?
Yeah, I'm here.
Hey, I've got her ID'd. I found her through TLO, and she's, oh my God, she's got nothing in her history. She's just being, it looks like she's just being difficult to be difficult. So I'm gonna explain that I've got her ID'd, and now that I know why they're here, like, they're both free to leave since I got her ID'd. But I mean, I don't know if you still, if I do that and she still wants to talk to you, do you still want to respond, or how do you want to do this?
Yeah, you can just tell her that she's free to leave, and I wouldn't even go into it. You've got her ID, and you know who she is now, you know her more, so.
Yeah.
I would just tell her that she's free to leave. Explain to her one more time that, you know, we're not trying to take on you, or, you know, not supposed to be done. Just tell her the area she's in. We come across many people with narcotics, people with outstanding warrants. We try to hide out over there. We're just trying to keep people safe. Nothing personal. Just tell her she's free to leave. She's still, but just make sure you tell her she's free to leave. She still wants me to come out there and talk to her. I can, but just I don't say anything. We'll just
Yeah, I got you. I'll go talk to her. All right. Bye. All right, man. Both free to leave.
Can you apologize?
I have no reason to apologize.
Can you admit you were wrong?
I wasn't wrong, ma'am. I need you to understand that when a police officer has reasonable suspicion, the law states we have the right to ID people.
No, you don't.
We do.
Or you would be doing it right now.
Here's what I encourage you to do, okay?
Do it right now.
I already have. I've asked you for your ID at least 10 times, and you've refused every time.
Right.
So
And then you punitively detain me.
that's not
Because you know I'm
that's
not
not
gonna do it.
punitive. So
Yeah, that's punitive.
I encourage you to look up the statute about that.
I encourage you to.
Whenever you leave.
You're the one that's supposed to know.
And I do know.
Then you're either lying to me or you're ignorant to it.
Okay.
You choose which one looks
You can
best
believe
to
whatever you want to believe. That's fine.
Yeah.
I'm not going
All
to tell
right.
you otherwise.
Bye, everybody.
But you and Todd are free to leave.
Thank you.
I got her ID through TLO. She's clean. She's got absolutely no history. She's just being difficult.
Yeah,
to be
she's
difficult.
being, I was like, dude, she got warrants or something?
That's what I thought,
What's
too.
going on? But, I mean...
That's how the sovereign citizens
Yeah.
go, though. They just want to get a rage out of somebody.
How'd you ID it? Through him?
TLO.
Oh, okay. They have history.
His relationships, because I got his. He just gave me his ID.
Yeah.
Pulled him up. Looked at the first person with the same last name that was around the same age.
Yeah.
She was the first person that pulled up.
Easy enough. Craig, like, I'm not coming up there.
No, Craig just said just tell her she can leave, and then if she just leaves, then let him know.
Yeah.
Which she is.
There you go. Easy that. It's been a minute since I've dealt with the sovereign citizen. So.
You'll be famous on YouTube.
Yeah, I know. Hey, Serge, she left. Yeah, I told her she could leave. She asked me to admit that I was wrong and apologize, and I tried to explain the TCA, and she wasn't happy.
A calm First Amendment audit turns tense when a worker confronts an auditor filming from a public sidewalk. She demands answers, insists it's private property, and calls the police. The auditor remains calm, citing his rights and refusing to stop recording. When officers arrive, they confirm he's not breaking any laws.
Can you please stop recording me? Can you please stop recording me? You don't have my permission.
You can, go back inside. Weren't you just inside?
Why I had to go back inside?
Why do I have to
This
stop
is a
filming in this
private
direction?
property. You don't have to tell me what to do.
I'm not
This
telling
is
you
a
what to do.
private property.
I'm saying if you don't want to be on camera, you should
So
go back
you don't
inside.
have any permission to be recording in here.
You're not understanding. I don't need permission.
Well,
I'm in public right now.
yes, but you're recording a private property.
That's true, yeah.
So can you
It's
please-
not illegal.
Okay. So I'm just gonna record.
Go
you
for it.
here.
Yeah. I recommend everyone gets their camera out and starts documenting everything. It's important so you can know what happened later on down the line instead of trying to remember stuff.
I'm not sure what is the purposes for you to be recording me.
I know, you've made that clear. I don't feel like discussing it with you.
Well, you're recording here without permission, sir.
But your mistake, I don't need permission.
Me too,
I don't need
without any
permission.
permission. So why are you recording me?
I don't need permission.
Why are you recording me?
I don't need permission.
Well, can you please stop recording me?
No?
They already called the cops because I don't want you to be recording me.
You can, get out of the...
I'm not gonna get out because I work here and you are recording in here. So you don't have any permission.
I record anybody that approaches me.
Recording the yard.
I record anyone that approaches me.
Recording in here and he's been recording me and I've been telling him to leave because I don't have to speak.
Who are you anyway?
What?
Who are you?
Just a guy with a camera.
No, but the guy with the camera, you gotta have identification. Or
No, I
just
don't.
Call the police.
Police already called the police.
Why?
Why not? Why you
Thank
come?
you.
Call the police.
Yeah, they're already coming.
Why are you gonna call the cops?
Because you're recording me.
Yes.
It's not illegal. It's not a crime.
It is.
No, it's not. Well, these guys called the cops on me, so I gotta stick around. Right? You called the cops, right? Right?
Stop recording me, please.
If you called the cops, I'm gonna document the whole situation. If you feel uncomfortable, you can go inside. You can go out of the camera
You're
view.
not ready to tell me what to do.
I'm giving you advice.
What? I don't need your advice.
Okay. All right. So, this lady told them to call the cops on me. I don't know. I guess I gotta wait around for the police to come because I don't run from the law. So she's gonna get educated today, hopefully, that this is public. What I'm doing is legal, and you can just get out of the camera's sight, get out of the camera's view if you don't like it, if you feel uncomfortable. You were inside already, like, I'm not understanding.
I'm not gonna talk to you.
Alright. Well, I'm still gonna document everything, alright?
Do whatever you want to do.
Yep.
Okay.
Let's wait for the police.
Okay.
Dang, it's like top secret porta potties over here or something. Jeez. Why are you so bent out of shape? Why does this offend you so much? You don't feel like talking? When they come and tell you that I'm okay to do this, can we be friends or what? Wanna be friends? And can we get a fist bump? Let's get a fist bump or what? Fist bump? No? So they've decided to like shut down everything. Dude straight up shut off his truck, hopped out, left it open.
Hello.
Hey.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good.
What's your name?
Officer Silva.
E? Is that Erica?
No, but how can I? What's going
Elaine?
on? No, what's going on today?
None. These guys got all offended because they saw my camera, so they called the cops.
Okay.
What's
Are
going
you
on?
videoing them for?
Yeah, we're live right now.
Okay, cool. So is there something that you're like investigating or something?
I can't really get into it, but
Oh, okay.
I'm not, you know.
But you're not on the property, right?
Not doing anything illegal.
No, I'm not saying you are.
Yeah, I was
I'm
just
here-
confirming it.
Right. No, I'm just. You hear my questions. You're not on the property, right?
No, I'm on the sidewalk.
As long as you're not on the roads and inside the business, as you see no trespassing, you know, not harassing anybody, then I don't see an issue. You know what I mean?
Same.
Okay.
Same here.
I know some people might want privacy, especially if you're filming in the bathroom or something. I don't know.
I know.
Think-
I was here for like less than a minute. She saw me walking down the street with the camera, and she started to just approach me, asking a bunch of questions, demanding shit, and I don't feel like providing that. You know, I'm a private guy. I like my privacy, and
Okay.
I don't feel like.
I think they feel the same way too. So.
Yeah, but you know, the difference is I don't go to strangers and start asking them a bunch of bullshit questions and demanding stuff and telling them.
Were you
like,
on the property or anything?
I was never on the
I'm
property.
guessing you know you're very well aware of your rights and their rights as well.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. And you're not in the way as they're driving either, right? Did you hear what I said?
I heard you.
So what was you?
368.
Did you hear what I said?
Mm-hmm.
You're not in the way.
I don't feel like answering any more questions.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna ask you to not be in the path because I don't want to come over here for a traffic accident. Oh,
Yeah,
so you
for
are
sure.
gonna stand in the driveway. Okay.
This is where I get the best shot right here.
Good.
What's your name, sir?
Officer Hernandez.
Hernandez?
All right. Well, have a good day.
Dang, Hernandez didn't even want to look at me, huh? What's the matter, Hernandez? Elsa, is that her name?